Hey, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Frankie here, bringing you a brand new video, and today we are going to be looking at some of my rarest Pokemon in my collection. I had some pretty good feedback on my last top 5 rarest Pokemon in my collection video, so I'm here to bring you guys part 2 as requested. If you haven't seen that video, pause this one and check it out. There's going to be a link in the description down below. You can go ahead and see that first one because there's some wild Pokemon in that video. Today we are doing 5 of my rarest Pokemon in my collection with a twist. These are all shiny. I know I had some shiny and some non-shiny Pokemon in my last video, but this one will feature all shiny Pokemon with new bonus entries at the end, so stick around and see just what those bonus Pokemon might be. So let's get started, kicking it off with Pokemon number 1. Pokemon number 1 in this top 5 is going to be my 2013 shiny Genesect. We're coming out the gate swinging in this video, so hold on tight. We have this level 100 shiny Genesect, first distributed in Japan to celebrate the release of the 16th Pokemon movie, Pokemon the Movie Genesect and the Legend Awaken, which featured a shiny variant of the originally purple robotic bug Pokemon Genesect. This distribution took place from July to September in 2013 and was obtained in the games Pokemon Black, White, Black and White 2. This Genesect held onto a choice scarf and knew the moves Extreme Speed, Techno Blast, Blaze Kick, and Shift Gear. I really love this Pokemon because my first introduction back into the Pokemon series after taking many years break from anything Pokemon related was the trailer to this movie, which I thought was amazing. Seeing Genesect flying around, causing chaos, to be greeted by a Mega Mewtwo, I was shocked. I knew I had to get myself back into the swing of keeping up with what Pokemon had going on at the time, and with this introduction to Mega Evolution, I was sold. Pokemon number 2 is my summer 2013 shiny Palkia from GameStop. This shiny Palkia was distributed to players who went to visit a GameStop store in 2013 from September 9th to September 29th. This Palkia was given the moves Hydro Pump, Draco Meteor, Spatial Rend, and Aura Sphere. You received this Pokemon at level 100, and it was received in Pokemon Black, White, and Black and White 2. I love this Pokemon so much because I was getting back into the game series. I was not a fan of Palkia at all. I did not like the color of this Pokemon and didn't think it looked nearly as cool as Dialga. But spoiler alert, I've changed my opinion on the two legendaries and really like Palkia a lot now. Especially after the introduction of Pokemon BDSP and Legends Arceus. I absolutely had a blast using Palkia a ton in a lot of fun ways during my playthroughs of those games. It was crazy bringing my Palkia from 2013 to the newer games thanks to Pokebank and Pokemon Home, the apps on the Nintendo Switch and the 3DS. Pokemon number 3 is, yup, you guessed it, none other than the GOAT themselves, Dialga. To be specific, my summer 2013 shiny Dialga, also from GameStop. This Dialga was actually distributed first between the two, it and Palkia. This Dialga was distributed between August 19th and September 8th. This Dialga knows the moves Dragon Pulse, Draco Meteor, Roar of Time, and Aura Sphere. You received this Pokemon at level 100, and it was received in Pokemon Black, White, and Black and White 2. Now I know I said that I like Palkia a bit more than Dialga now, but cannot deny that the origin form Dialga is way cooler than the original origin form Palkia by miles for me. I mean, it has everything you want in a tough and strong looking dragon type Pokemon. It is also a menace against most typings, so it is very versatile and fun to use in games and in battles. Pokemon number 4 is one that is very special to me and close to my heart. See, growing up playing the Gen 3 Pokemon games was peak for me as a child in terms of the Pokemon games and the series. And one of my favorite characters in-game and in the show was always Mr. Steven Stone. I wanted to be Steven Stone so bad when I played, and I was always frustrated that I had to choose between one of the two fossils every time I reset my games to play. But we aren't here to talk about fossils. Pokemon number 4 is my level 5 shiny Steven Stone's Beldum. I actually got this by accessing the Mystery Gift online function in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and was actually the first online distributed Pokemon available on ORAS. This Beldum came with a held item, Metagrossite, so that once you reached the proper leveling to evolve your Beldum into a Metagross, you could simply Mega Evolve it in battle. The Beldum knew the moves Hold Back, Iron Head, Zen Headbutt, and Iron Defense. This Beldum is special to me because I've kept it free from any battling and leveling up, keeping it at level 5, untouched, unused in battle, making it to me more rare than some of the other Pokemon on this list. And in my first list, reminder, if you haven't seen that video, by the way, there's a link in the description down below where you can also check those out as well. Alright, so we are at Pokemon number 5 on this list of top 5. And I know, it's sad, we're at the end of the top 5, but don't worry, because remember, I told you we have some bonus Pokemon to reveal. I cannot number these Pokemon in order from best to last, or least to greatest, because they are all equally special to me, and maybe to you too. For the number 5, 6, and 7 spot today, we have my legendary trio of shiny Suicune, Raikou, and Entei from Winter 2011. I could not talk about just one of the trio without mentioning the other two in a single video, and when I was going through my collection of Pokemon to discuss for today's video, I just had to add these in as a bonus, so don't tell anyone, but this is actually a top 7 in my collection of rare Pokemon, not a top 5. So let's get started, because first we have Suicune, who is no stranger to the spotlight when it comes to the Pokemon fanbase with both the games, the anime, and how could I forget about the TCG? This shiny Suicune was distributed alongside shiny Entei and Raikou in 2011 to help promote the 13th Pokemon movie, Zoroark, Master of Illusions. These Pokemon were all received in Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, Heart Gold, or Soul Silver. If you approached Lostlorn Forest in Pokemon Black White with one of these trio in your party, you activate an encounter with Zoroark in-game, giving you the chance to battle and catch your own Zoroark, which is pretty neat. The Suicune knows the moves Sheer Cold, Air Slash, Extreme Speed, and Aqua Ring, and held a Rowap Berry. Entei had the moves Flare Blitz, Howl, Extreme Speed, Crush Claw, and held a Kustat Berry. Raikou knew the moves Zap Cannon, Aura Sphere, Extreme Speed, and Weather Ball, and held a Mysel Berry. I don't think I need to give much of a reason as to why I'm such a fan of this legendary trio. They are all staples and all classics to Pokemon games, the franchise, and are still Pokemon who are shiny hunted regularly to this day in various games. Not Scarlet and Violet, since you can't shiny hunt on the legends in those games. Thanks a lot, Pokemon Company. Well, there you have it. My top 7 shiny Pokemon in my collection of rare Pokemon. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget to check out my last top 5 if you enjoyed this, and if you did, please let me know in the comments down below if you want to see a part 3 to this series, as I have a ton more rare Pokemon to share with you all. Also, let me know which was your favorite, and if you still own any of these rare Pokemon today. Drop a like, subscribe, check me out on Twitch, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.